So here Beard goes, almost immediately breaking his word and covering yet another fruit or veggie after saying he wouldn't cover any more fruits or veggies, everyone. But you know what? Perhaps that's a good thing, as there are still a few left that should have their due. Like watermelon here. Now, while they don't have the most crafts and or best recipes in the world, they definitely offer the most unique talking points for sure. Like how out of every crop in the game, watermelon is one of two that will look to eat two separate types of nutrients per plant, per cycle. The second being toma roots, as you can see. Now that's pretty interesting, and something I can't say I truly paid any mind to until right flipping now. That said, such a thing still doesn't play very nice when it comes to potential crop combinations, especially when said nutrients eaten and restored are so little. Oh, and when seasons don't match, but we'll get to that. Now, are there some crop combinations for watermelon? For sure, and some are rather dang useful, like with onions here. Another top-notch crop, of course. But if memory serves, there might only be 3, maybe 4 workable watermelon combinations in this entire flippin' game, and 3 of them involve carrots or pomegranates. So yeah, nothing spectacular there. But what are some other talking points to help prop up the crop, you ask? Well, I can't really say it's going to do much propping. However, it is worth noting that watermelon itself only stacks to 20, which is a rare sight indeed. This might make focusing watermelons a bit more difficult than you might expect, but never discount the birdcage crop seed farming method for farming watermelon seeds here. Oh, and in case you have no idea what you're actually looking for once crops do start sprouting, here are all the stages of a watermelon's plant that also looks quite different from most others, so don't go mistaking it for a weed. But let us just talk the crop itself, shall we? Getting watermelons won't be the easiest thing in the world, as growing random seeds in autumn has a 2.7% chance to produce a plant. Winter offers us slightly better odds at 3.3%. Spring skyrockets our chances to a whopping 5%. And finally, summer gives us our best shot at 6.3%. Not great, but believe it or not the worst either. And yes, spring and summer are a watermelon's preferred season, so make a big note there. But why care, Beard? What do watermelons even have to offer us? Well, again, maybe not anything too grand, but they do things in a way many other crops don't. Seriously, what other raw crop is going to restore 12.5 hunger, 3 health, and 5 sanity a munch, while upping the sanity restore to 7.51 cooked? I'll tell ya, nothing. Now, are there better options? Sure. However, in the veggie/fruit crop world specifically, watermelons are the absolute kings of sanity. And yes, you can eat raw watermelons to lower your temperature, and you can actually spam them to lower it quite a bit. But you will never fall below 12 degrees, mind you. But still, here's one more unique thing to add to watermelons alone. But what happens when we do want to use them for other things? Say like melon sickles or something. Well, we should expect more sanity. That's what. Bananas are a pain to get, at least for now. So melon sickles here can be a solid alternative to banana pops with their 12.5 hunger, 20 sanity, and 3 health restored, alongside their temperature mechanics, of course. They're not bad, and really cheap too. Sadly, though, they cannot be kept in ice boxes to pause their spoilage, even if they are made out of ice at the end of the day. But hold up, Beard. What was that thing you were wearing at the start? We can have watermelon hats in this game? Yes we can. And they're pretty cool, too. Fashion melons will literally help us keep cool in summer for up to 3 days. They provide waterproofness, even though they themselves kinda constantly raise our wetness, as you can see. They are dirt cheap again at a size machine. Drain a little bit of sanity over time, but will also never allow us to reach our wetness threshold that will make everything, well, wet. For you see, we need to be at and above 35 wetness for clothing, items, food, and ourselves to be considered wet. So the only real danger to wearing one of these things is if you're WX78. So enjoy the stickiness. Oh, and do it over longer periods of time too, by remembering that fashion melons can be prolonged via ice boxes, which is just another uniqueness point for watermelons as a whole. Icebox clothing. But to wrap up our day, a few last notes on how to actually grow the suckers. Watermelons love spring and summer, as said, and each crop will consume 2 compost and manure per cycle per plant as seen here, for a total of 72 of each over time until fully grown. So, at the end of the day, all we need to do is match the seasons, water, and tend to their happiness following our initial fertilization of a plot, and giant watermelons will be ours with absolute ease. Perhaps some of the easiest crops in the entire game, equal to toma roots just given how little they actually eat. But smash them open with a hammer and reap what you sow. Or do absolutely nothing but match the seasons, and perhaps occasionally water and tend to still produce produce and crop seeds to boot, even with higher stress levels for the crops. There is no need to be so involved all the flippin' time. But if you are going that route, you will need manure nutrients from manure, buckets of poop, and guano, alongside compost nutrients via rotten eggs, compost itself of course, and rots. Now, the 3-in-1 options of tree jam, glamour goop, and compost wraps are a thing too, but producing compost and finding manure are definitely going to be our easiest choices for sure. So learn about the former right here. And there you have it, everyone. Yet another crop video under our belts after saying the last one was going to be the last crop video under our belts. But this might just be the most unique one yet. Truly only a couple noteworthy fruits and veggies remain, so you can expect those soon, as our time being the best farmers around is coming to an end. But when I set out to do this, I wanted to just kind of show the unique world of growing crops. And I think watermelons here kind of take the cake. They're not the best, they're not the worst, they're the best at what they do, and they do it in a unique way. And that's the point. Thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all. Don't go investigating the cursed watermelon, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.